this research project with Waltham and NIH is focused on the effects of service dogs for military veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder and their spouses. We're doing a clinical trial and we're comparing individuals who have a service dog to those who do not have a service dog and are participating in other treatments. And we're interested in a lot of different measures because we hear these anecdotes of individuals who've had trauma, who get a service dog and their life has changed. And they'll say things like, "This service dog saved my life." But yet on the other hand, we don't have any science behind that, and so we don't have data-driven evidence to support these statements. So we really want to come at that from a few different angles. So we have a whole list of standardized measures that we can compare to other clinical trials and to drug trials on things like depression and PTSD symptomology, anxiety, social relationships. And then we also have a lot of physiological biomarkers. So we're looking at salivary cortisol for stress levels, we're tracking their sleep and activity levels, and we also have some wristbands that track what's called electrodermal activity for stress. And then we have one final measure that we're using, and that's to look at their daily lives, and it's called ecological momentary assessment. And what that means is that we'll be paging these people on their phone at random times throughout the day to see who are you with, what are you doing, how are you feeling, have you used any trained command with your dogs recently, to find out in their daily life what does this look like and how is it working for them. So we're hoping to enroll 100 veterans in the study over the course of 2 years, and we're going to follow each of them for 3 months. So before they get the dog to 3 months with having the dog, compared to another group that doesn't get a dog during that time, to see kind of the trajectory of changes over the initial period with the dog. We did a pilot study with 141 veterans and their spouses, if they had them, looking at these types of outcomes and comparing them between the groups. And we're really excited to be publishing that soon, and we had some really promising findings. But this will really be the first study of its kind. So it'll take 2 years, but then we'll have some really solid data on what's happening with these dogs. I think it's really important in that it is giving these individuals a voice through science, because we have historically just relied on our emotional intuition and these fun stories that we see in the news and the media. But I think at this stage it's time to bring some science behind that and to have physiological biomarkers and standardized measures that compare to other clinical trials so that we can raise the bar for this field, and particularly for those individuals who have these dogs, to validate their experiences.